Hello. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if that worked properly. Did that work properly? I have no idea. Hey, we live, boys! I was like, am I ready to go at 10? And I thought I was. And then I immediately was like, nope, I haven't set up my painting stuff. I did everything else that I would normally do. And then I had to bloody do things I didn't think I would need to. Hey, Wongy. Hey, Morris. Hey, Miss Cass Jess. How you doing? I'm going to paint some orkies today. A parcel is coming today, and I may not look at it. Well, that's going to be hard to pick it up from the door. This feels weird. There's a... Hey, I like my shirt too. Do you like my shirt? You distracted me. Hey, welcome to Good Morning RPG. I'm going to get that out of the way. It's a painting stream. We do painty stuff. Look, I got all my things around me. I just managed to get the bare minimum of what I needed to do my painting stuff. Anyway, yes, I have a funky shirt on that I really like, and I don't think I've actually had it on stream yet. Hold on, let me just get this music going. All right, good. Hey, thank you, Morris.
Oh my goddess.
Oh, Chelsea's coming in to thank you.
I feel blessed.
All right. Why did it zoom out like that? Weird. I don't know. Maybe there's a broken thing with that. Anyway, yeah, this shirt that I have. Do you like this? I got it for the stream. Jess has the green shirt. I have the blue one. Jess got the green one. We got them at the same time, and they're a decent quality shirt. I'll give him that. However, we thought they had like a printing error because there was like a residue on Jess's one that we didn't know. Actually, and mine as well. No, they're good shirts. They just cost Games Workshop prices, which is the unfortunate bit. I think Jess... We may have been posting. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been on stream with it. Is the only thing. But, yeah, some Slappy Chop today again. Got some, bases and things over here. Have you got yours on stream as well, Jess? I don't remember anymore. I know we recorded some videos that aren't out yet. Yeah, so those videos. The videos that aren't out, we wore them. That was, like, the first time we did. Because I think we got those, like, the day we went to the Cairns trip, and then we, like... I don't know. Games Workshop for Games Workshop prices. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, frickin'... Yep. Okay, housekeeping. Okay, so you may have seen today, this is a solo adventure, but I have created a new channel in the live station of our Discord, and what this means is if you see us in the public access live channel from now on, that should... Just checking the Discord permissions as I say this. Yes, you should be able to see it. If you can see it and we are in there, that means that it is a public call, and anyone can join. This does not mean you will immediately be live on stream, because I will vet whoever's basically coming in very quickly before pressing the unmute button. So, if someone comes in and they are being an icky-wicky fuckhead, then only I will be able to hear it, and nobody else on stream will have to, and we won't get TOS'd. But that's pretty much where I'm going with this. Like, you'll be able to see me, and then you'll be able to see... You could turn on your video, and then I can change the overlay. But overall, call is public today. Be good, is all I'm going to say. This is your test. Be good. If you're not good, we're going to get rid of it. Speaking to no one in particular, Benji. I say that like he's not one of my cast. What else have I got? Oh, yes. Okay. We've also got... Oh, no, I was just reading this last night. I finished this. I finished this comic last night. This is really, really fucking solid comic. I think it's canon as well. I'm pretty sure these were the series of officially... Yeah, please don't get us banned. I think these were officially created. Yeah, these are all canon. So, like, these are the further adventures of Avatar. This is just one story. I think it's 3 compiled comics called The Promise. This is so good, friends. This is, like... This reads like an episode of the show. And if they make the movies... So far, like... I've heard the one... The Search, if you don't know that one. It's the one where, you know, you kind of explore... what happened to Zuko's mum. So it's a bit more Zuko-centric. If they did, like... That one's kind of widely regarded as, like, one of the best ones, if not the best one. But... I've only heard good things about The Search. I didn't know anything about The Promise before going into it. I'll keep it at that. But if you really like Avatar... These are... so freaking good. Like, I was sitting there just like... I mean, I got a very vivid... Like, I got that thing where I can picture stuff very, very vividly. And I was watching the show as I read that. I know some people don't have that ability, but... If you like the TV show and you can, like, picture the voice... Like, or if you can, like, even read it in the voices of the characters... I do that as well. You'll have a great time. Not to say you won't if you can't do that. But, like... It enhanced it for me. That's how I consume media. It's what I like. Damn, such a good freaking good story. Like, I started it a little bit ago at PAX, and I was like, this is pretty good. And then I went to bed a little bit earlier last night, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna read it. And I read I straight up read the rest of it. Like, it took, I don't know, I think it was only like, I wouldn't say I read particularly fast, but I read it at the pace that I thought the episode would go, you know, minus whatever extra animation they do for fights and things. But I think it was about an hour-long read. It wasn't huge, you know, but it was really good. Anyway, gushing over Avatar is complete. I can't wait to have more of those, though. That's going to be great. I'm also hoping the same thing will happen with the Dragon Ball Super manga that I bought as well. I actually need to buy one more of those because I didn't buy the first one in the comic series. I thought I did. And turns out I needed one before that. Alright, what am I doing here? So... Okay, if you weren't here last week... Was it last week? If you weren't here last stream that I did these... I think it was last week. We did some slap chop on these orcs. And they started looking really, really good. You know, disregard that I've painted over a metal panel there. But I think this came out really well. They look good. You can see the detail. It's doing the light and shadow thing. It does, you know, in real life, it does have that dry brushy texture. However, the contrast paint really has kind of come through, and for one, I've missed a couple spots. But the contrast paint really did kind of come through and lessen the chalky effect of a dry brush, which is, you know, that's not my favorite look of all time. However, yeah, I think it looks really good so far. So we'll keep doing that today. I'm gonna try and batch paint these still, like the doing little, like, single color stuff at a time. I want to try and finish at least one of these today. I think I will, just because I definitely get less distracted while I'm at a solo stream. However, you know me, I will get distracted anyway. Alright, okay. Alright. So... And none of these are on bases, because I'm sitting here going like, I want to make a little funky base for each of them, and then future Matt might be like, nah, fuck that. Might straight up just not want to do that. Entirely possible. Entirely valid. And there we are. Oopsie. Oopsie. Oh my god! Okay. Ah! No. There we go. There we go. All right, get on there. Okay, big lummox of a squig hog. Okay, so the biggest color. So I like doing these in like kind of the biggest colors. So you got the kind of biggest colors. You got this leather here. You've got the this metal. Oh yes, Wongy. What dates are you free? Give me a message. I'll make some time. Benji works full time, so it might have to be like a day or an evening thing. Day the weekend or an evening thing. Yeah, let us know. I'll make some time. I work a lot of evenings is my only thing. Oh, it's your birthday bloody soon as well. I just realized. Happy happy birthday. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursdays are my bad days next week. That's about it. Oh, and Friday. God damn it. For context, I went to high school with Wongy. So he's one of the Cairns boys with Benji. Okay, Grey, Black Templars, solid. Garagax Sewer. Now that is the color for leather right now. That is the good stuff. And you will see when I start putting it on. Okay, where's my... I've also had to start... separating specific brushes into contrast paint brushes. Because if you know the paint formula side of things, the way contrast paint works is it flows into recesses. And what is a ferrule but a lovely big recess? So you will notice that these brushes will get procedurally more ratty as time goes on as you use them. So I've opted to use my old brushes every time for these. Like, these are literally the ones I've had for like 2+ years. 3 years almost. It was before lockdown started. 3 years. 3 years I've had a lot of these, and you know, they're definitely past their prime, but they work really well for this kind of paint. Which is nice. What do we got here? Where's bloody medium? Medium layer brush. They do go quite stiff though, so you got to get basically rehydrate everything to separate it out. All right. So got some bushes down here as well. And where's that paint? Give it a little spin on the old vortex. I don't know if you can hear that. But the paint on the inside is just like doing this. And the first thought I can think of is that's what good pussy sounds like. There's no layer to rein me in today. Alright, there we go. So, got all this leather. Just for simplicity, I'll keep the leather colors the same, because I could totally do a different tone down here. But like, meh. Well, hold on. I know what I can say to not get TOS'd. I'm talking about like, you know, someone sees this on Twitter and drops a fresh hot like slur in the voice channel, you know? Like shit that no one's gonna say regularly without like trying to actively annoy or insult someone. You know, I can get away with a fresh hot bloody C-bomb pretty easily. I know Americans don't particularly love it, but we're in Australia. I think I've heard Leia say it a few times as well, actually. It brings me joy to hear an American say it. Because they say it so differently. And there's it doesn't hit the same way. I don't know. It's almost like it's more insulting when they say it because they're not just casually dropping it. They're like giving it to you when they drop that word. I think I keep having a habit of painting like slightly off to the side because I can't see easily past my freaking mic. I'm gonna put my mic like further up like this. I don't know if it helps you guys. Alright, get in those cracks. Yeah, see, I'm still doing it. Why am I doing that? Got a blue Yeti coming in the mail, so I might pop in the chat when that comes at some point. Yeah, man. This is the first time I've actually tried doing the public thing. But yeah, if you see it in future, because like I didn't get the vibe that you would. I've also met you in person. You don't seem like the kind of person that would do that. It's like, I don't know, like we might do it with Leia, like, and see, like we'll play it by ear basically on how social we're feeling. It's a lot easier to want to do it in it's a lot easier to do it when you're by yourself because I'm already used to talking to people on this stream. So like doing the solo version is almost like the odd part for me. Because sometimes you just run out of steam. Like I very much amp off the energy of other people, depending on like literally also, you know, due to other factors, depending on literal mood of the day. But I'm good at talking relentlessly, but sometimes I need the sounding board of like yes And yeah, Jess will very much vouch for sometimes you just need to be present while I talk relentlessly. That's fine. That's fine. I know that I will just flabbergast by myself, but it's because there's someone there that I can flabbergast too. Like, if I'm sitting here at 11 at night in a Discord call, I probably talk one of the least because I've got no energy at that point. I just sit there and I play my League of Leggy game. Yeah, you like being... That's why it works well, Jess, because sometimes you don't want to talk, and sometimes all I want to do is talk. It's a conversation. It's more one-sided, but it works. And in saying that, it's not like you're not listening. It's just like, it's easier to have the conversation when it's lower effort. Yeah, it's looking pretty good already. So you got the brown starting to come together on the saddle there. Yeah, nice. Oh, okay. So Jess has already laughed at me for this. Would you like to hear a fun story about the stupid brain of mine from, I think this was on Sunday that it happened. Because I sure do have a big, dumb, stupid brain. I do not want to be sick. That better be an allergy cough. It's gonna keep doing the brown on all of these guys until they're done. Okay, so the big dumb stupid thing, now that I'm concentrating less, was that I looked at my phone messages me like, hey, you've got an appointment tomorrow with your doctor. If you don't need the appointment anymore, just say cancel, like call us up and cancel it. And I look at my phone, I'm like, wait, I don't have a doctor's appointment, do I? Was I like still sick from PAX when I booked this? Like I don't feel sick, so I don't really need to go to the doctor, I guess. Jess is like, oh, I don't know. Did you get like a blood test or something? I was like, no, I wasn't like, I didn't think I had glandy or anything, so I didn't get that because I thought I had COVID, so I got the PCR. It's like, oh, weird. I'm like, yeah. Oh, well, so I cancel it. And then a day later, I go, fuck. You know what it was? It was I was like getting shit together because I was booking a lot of stuff the week prior. Like I was like, I'll get my car serviced. I will do some of these other things and get this checked and do this. And like basically catching up on life after PAX. And what I stupidly did was I booked a doctor's appointment because I was like, I'm going to go get my ADHD referral so I can start getting diagnosed. And then I forgot that I had to go and do that. Because my brain forgets the shit because I got the ADHD. Problem is, my brain doesn't work. And then I forgot that I needed to go and get diagnosed to solve the problem that I always forget shit. So I booked it again. But this time I put it in my calendar like I did last time, except I added a note and said, mental health, get diagnosed or something. And then now, so I'm going tomorrow now, and it's almost like the exact problem of getting diagnosed requires you to do the fucking thing that you... Ooh! Just... there's no way around it. You just have to remember to go. But how... I feel really, really bad for people who have it like worse than I do, because I've definitely got it. However, I can, it's not as debilitating as it could be, it's like, it's, I would consider it fairly well functioning, if anything. But shit, man, if you weren't medicated and you're just like zingling all over the place and then cannot, even when you've booked stuff, can't go to it, shit, man, that'd be the hardest step in the world to like even start, It was hard enough to like, I even wrote it down and I forgot. Even wrote it down. Anyway, if you're wondering if the chaos ever stops after panels, no, it doesn't. It's just how the brain go. It's not that much of an on shift when I start doing show stuff. I just let it fall. I just let it flow more than anything. I'm less controlled. All right, so I'm gonna turn this saddle into a different color, so I won't paint that yet. However, I can see this like belt. Oh, there's another one there. I can see that there's like a belt buckle going around its neck that I will do. And then there's also, like, you won't really see it under here. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting what I got at Taskmaster, but it was majestic. Yeah, I don't think anybody expected Jimmy to fucking show up. But I think that was part of why we wanted to do it. We're like, look, if Jimmy comes out of nowhere and then does this panel, it's going to be another layer of nonsense on top of everything. Because instead of a calm and egomaniacal host, you've got George, who fits into that category, but then you have him being sat next to the embodiment of chaos. Okay. Just concentrating on a couple of these panel bits. All right. Any other belt buckles? Not really. This guy, I like that the armor is kind of like flaps on his shoulders. The armor's kind of like these belt buckles, like go to flaps of armor. So like there's no like underneath belt buckle to do. He's kind of got his harness all done up there. I think he's pretty good. So let's pop him off. Let him go dry over here somewhere. Let's do the first squig. Stick. Oh, you need 2 contact points. Of course you do. You're special like that, aren't you? You want some more attention. There you go. Alright. Same dealie, not going to paint that top bit. Going to make those maybe like... I was thinking like a turquoise or something. Like a nice, like... a bluish color. Or like some... I don't know, something not brown. Because those are like scales or hide of something else. So if I can make them a little different to just like... Even if they're, you know, because the orcs are sitting on it. I'm going to make it a little different. Just so there's just a splash of different color in there. Otherwise, it's going to be like brown and red and green, and I, you know, while that's fine, I want just a pop of another color, you know. And I'm probably going to paint some of these like panels, like these orky panels. Orcs always get like weird scrap metal colors, so it gives you agency to paint them in like weird tones. Like a really bright yellow would go really well. Actually, I did on the grot. You do some like, I did the grot off stream just to see how it'd look. And you know, he's got some maroon and some like a wine color and yellow on his gun, and it doesn't feel out of place because it's just junk that they've accumulated. You don't want to go too hard on it though, because then your model will look a bit gaudy. Is there supposed to be belt buckle here? Is that what is happening? I think I've accidentally painted over the belt buckle. Mind you, it's not modeled very... Yeah, that's supposed to be belt buckle. Weird. It didn't... the casting didn't really work on that specific part, I guess. Okay. Alright. Depending on how we go, might only do a 2-hour today. We'll see how we feel. Depends on if anyone pops in, really. It's underbelly. Under the belly piece. Oh, it was less bad than I thought. Okay. Underbelt looking good. Just gotta do that top belt. Yes, welcome to the brown belt painting stream. This is Brown Belt Hour. I am your brown belt aficionado. We are talking leather today. Now, leather is a fantastic material. Did you know cows are a fine proponent of the leather industry? You would get their leathery pre-leather, also known as their skin. You make it just right, and it turns into leather. Process is unknown, has been undocumented for centuries. No one ever knew how leather was made. They still don't. They suspect the wizards of old was the ones who gave us the leather, which means that by logic there would only be a finite quantity of leather in the world. Which means that why are we selling it so cheap? And what is pleather? Is it a new kind of wizard leather? Did they run out of the original material and had to make more, but under a different name due to trademarking reasons? What is the story of the leather? Why will we ever have not enough? Some say there was... No, ignore that. That was fine, in fact. Is that good? Is that good? I think I covered out one of the rivets by accident, but that's fine. I think that's all of his belts. Looks like it. When will leather become public domain? Nobody knows. It's quite a mystery. One thing is for certain, that one day there will be a leather shortage, the likes of which we have never seen. And then what? What do we do when the leather runs out? Will the leather barons? The leather barons be so kind as to let us have some leather? We don't know. We don't know if the leather barons would be kind enough to have some leather, because they are the leather barons. They are clad in leather. And when they come to the battlefield with their leather armor, all we will have would be our plate and our mithril. But it is no match against the sturdy, nimble, studded leather that they request. The studded leather armor is the technological advancement that we have never thought of in our lifetime would happen. They can't ever wear the smallest stuff. They are too spry for this. What's wrong, Jess? We're talking about the leather wars. We're just talking leather, Jess. It's like how leather came about and how it is a scarce quantity in the world. No one knows how it's made, and the leather wizards had to make sure of that. We shall reach the year. I don't think you were here for the start of the riff. But yes, there is leather wizards now. No one knows how leather got made, or where it originates. Which would mean, like, if you were to... Okay, so prospecting that thought right there. If you were to have a limited quantity thing like leather, would that mean cows? No, well, you know, there would be no leather daddies because leather would be a rich commodity. So the daddies would have to make their daddy material out of something else. Does that mean cows don't exist if there's no leather, or is it just that no one worked out how to tan a hide? Leather daddies only have a couple of straps of leather. Well, I guess they use... Well, pleather still exists, but that's because the wizards had to invent something new. Latter? The universe does this universe have crocodiles? I am under the assumption that there is no leather in mass quantities, so if there were crocodiles, they would be incredibly extinct or endangered. Or they're in a different part of the world where the leather is more bountiful, but it's only made out of crocodiles. And crocodile leather isn't exactly a commodity that you could have a lot of anyway, because crocodiles need to... You know, as much as Bob Catter would like to say that they're a pest and a danger to society, if you don't swim in salt water and you're relatively safe, you're gonna be good. Like, crocodiles will fuck you up if you're in their territory, not the other way around. As someone who had to be very wary of crocodiles and salt water growing up. Anything that was salt water, if it was a river, you cannot swim in it. And if it was fresh water, you would have to check if you can swim in it. Maybe instead of farming cows, they farm crocs. Oh, that's a rad thought. What, everybody walks around with, like, crocodile leather? Maybe that's the pleather. That's the new version of the... Are we just doing a weird world build right now? Oh, well, let's keep rolling with this. Okay, so if the crocodiles, right? If the crocodiles are the things they farm instead of cows, well, you can also eat crocodiles, so this works. So you ran out of cows, had to leather the crocs. So are we saying cows are extinct in this world? Or are cows more or less... Lots to think about. Okay. Well, okay, so if you have to leather the crocs, then... If you go in the salt water, there's cows, and the cows are all rabid. Well, no, because that just means you can still farm the cows for their leather, so that wouldn't work. You'd have to have... The cows either can't exist, or their skin doesn't work for tanning, you know? So the cows immediately... I mean... can tan so many things, but like maybe the process of tanning itself didn't get invented, and that's the problem that everyone faces. Like you just can't tan something effectively. I like doing the concept of like, what if this was a thing, and then working backwards from there. You start small and then you get your big scope, because if tanning's not a thing, that just means that you can't dry it out in the sun. So if you can't dry it out in the sun, how... If you can't dry it out in the sun, what does that say about the sun in this world? Does the sun not exist? Is it a cold world? You know? And you extend the scope that way. Does the sun... like not come out? Are we working with like a... You know, Canada, no sun, all winter situation? Can they make leather that way? Or can you make... like, the problem is that I don't know how to make leather. So I would have to go off after this and research how to make leather to then know what restrictions I can impose on the making of leather. Or I could just straight up just be like, leather requires magic to be made, and there's no magic available. Alright, another set of leather straps. Done. It's an interesting stream today. Vampire World. I mean, you could do Vampire World. Right? You could, do a little bit of Vampire World. Have I done all the... Oh, I've done all the belt buckles. Except this little guy. As much as I like the idea of Vampire Worlds, I don't like the idea of, like, fully gothic settings. I don't know, something about... Oh, what the hell is going on here? Oh, he's got. Oh, he doesn't really have leather. He's got like strings everywhere. I'm still gonna make him leathery. I think I'm gonna paint. I do want to paint the. I think I want to paint the orc skin next, because I don't have to do anything in any particular order. It's my models. Okay, so vampiric clouds. Sorry, this model's very small, so it's hard to get correct bits for. In saying that, I think I've already finished all the leather on him. Yeah, I have. Alright, small. Okay, vampire made clouds. What? Okay, what does Strahd wear other than leather pants? Well, assuming plastic still exists, so that means you could have spandex, which means you could have a spandex. You could have a spandex Strahd, and then he's, you know, suddenly he is still leather daddy. He's just spandex daddy. Okay. Do I want to do orc skin next? I found a good method of doing like bronzy colors actually the other day. It was Gorgunter fur. No, I think I do want to do the orc skin. Oh my god, that pigment all settled on one side. Look at this. Look at that. So that's the color it's gonna supposed to be. But all the white pigment went on this side. This one separates quite badly. Oh! What is going on here? Getting shaken up. Getting shaken up. Denim was made before Dracula was set. Oh, Strahd's denim daddy? I need to see art of that. I want to see Strahd. Oh, God. I want to see Strahd. I want to see Strahd in a full... I want to see him double denim it. I want to see, like, Strahd in, like, a denim jacket. I want to see some denim jeans. And then, like, maybe you could do, like, a denim undershirt. I want to see that. But, like, in the same style of clothing he's already wearing. So, like, the vests and everything. I need that in my life. And I absolutely need that. In fact, I need that so much I'm going to clip it. Clip it and remember it for later. Oh, this pot sucks. I remember this one. Yep. Alright. Sometimes the pots don't open fully and it's really annoying. Or like hang half shut like this. I'm like, eh. Okay. How do I paint these orcs? I guess I'll just do that. Kind of works. Yeah, denim 90s, all 90s. I play my Strahd as Matt Berry as well, so I could picture him going, Brittany! Brittany, nay! Actually, I'm playing Curse of Strahd tonight. Oh, okay. So speaking of games I'm playing, got a fun little story. My Rime of the Frost Maiden game, fully completed last night. They finished. They exited the lost city that they were in. Spoilers. And they fully finished that campaign. It was real cool, and it did result in the almost death. Actually, no, basically it was a death because they left him there. It resulted in a death of a kind of ally that they had. He was allied in the sense that he was a cool guy, but personality-wise, but he was on the wrong side, and they solved the problem of the other person, like basically the leader of his faction. However, one of the players accidentally put something in his head just by talking to him, and he incited a natural one that fate was not able to be controlled, so he started just losing it and ended up having too much to do with that, so they just had to leave him in the city while he was utterly convinced that that fate could not be changed, and his friends would in fact be back to turn back time and undo some stuff. Yeah, they broke him by accident. But yeah, that Frost Maiden game, the last area of that campaign is like, it's just like, it's crazy. I don't know how to state it. It's really weird. There is stuff beyond the realm of like what a 5th edition spellcaster can do, which means that like if you like weird funky magic things, you're gonna like basically walk around that town like a weird fucked up magic circus without it actually being a circus. It's just like a set of ruins where like people with power greater than you will ever have used as a playground for exploration. Skin's doing all right. Okay. Given the antagonist, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Oh, do you mean like oral or? Yeah, oral basically. So this place crashed in the ice, and oral basically just goes, I do like that being mine. It's basically like a city, of ruins of a city frozen in the ice, basically like preserving it, almost like a museum in a way. And when you go there, if Oral's around, she's like, "Don't fucking touch my stuff!" And she will eventually, if you haven't defeated her, or your plotline if your plotline kind of demands her to be in the city for a final showdown, then yeah, she'll come around and just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" My players had already technically defeated Oral the first time back in like chapter 5, but like defeating the endgame boss, like defeating the titular character in chapter 5 where it lets you do that, is kind of lackluster, honestly. So like it says, oh, she's gonna come back in the next winter solstice, so I just made the next winter solstice like 10 days from there, and then she came back, except this time she was pissed off. So they were like, shit, we gotta go find this city. And then we went and did that, and then we went and did that with her on their tail. So they basically had a little bit of a ticking clock to find the city, find a way to, like, deal with Auril again, and then she rocks up and starts causing nonsense. But there is also a demi-lich in that city. So you will have to probably fight a demi-lich at some point. And look, the campaign's been out for a while now, so if you're getting spoiled, then I'm both sorry, but also not sorry. But yeah, there's a demi-lich in the city, so you've got to deal with that demi-lich as well. Otherwise, you'll end up with what happened to my party, where they had to fight Auril and the demi-lich at the same time. And that was a bit of a fucker of a fight. I think the book is very fun from chapter 4 onwards. I think... Oh, sorry, chapter 3 and 4 onwards. I think that campaign has a really weak opening. I don't particularly like it. Because chapter 1 and 2, I literally just, like, do shit randomly until you hit level 4, where the campaign actually has a story. Like, you can fine-tune it and, like, make a story in the earlier bits, but, like, what you'll mostly be doing is going around finding rumors about 10 towns and then going on mini adventures. And it's like, I don't know, I found it, like, I've run that part of the campaign like 3 times now, and I just don't find it particularly enjoyable. Like, 2 of the games fizzled in that stage because one, scheduling, and the other group, I had a feeling, just didn't like the campaign book. And I that's fair. Like, it is a slow start, and without some extra tinkering, then I just don't think it's particularly strong. But that's the thing. You hit chapter 3. It's not even one-shots. It's like you're going to be doing some of these things for 3 or 4 sessions apiece. And it's very self-contained. What it's also going to do is, you know how you got like so there's that character secrets section at the start of the book? A lot of the character secret stuff will happen in chapter 1 and 2, which means that, yeah, there's personal stakes involved for your characters, but once they're done, it's like one and done. You can't really tie it in. Can't really tie it into the larger narrative without, like, altering the campaign quite a lot, which, you know, might be the point, but it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted the campaign to just... I appreciate campaigns that don't require a shitload of homebrew to make it work. I've heard the same about Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Like, it's very linear, but the plot needs to be a bit more well-rounded overall. I like being given really solid reasons to do stuff and then choosing to ignore them rather than having to ignore stuff. I think I like the freedom to choose. Alright, he's looking alright. I think that's all of his skin. I got the grot to do still. He's got booties and shorts on, so... But yeah, if you want to kick straight into the story of the 10 Town stuff, do maybe like one of them. Do maybe like one of the main 10 Towns plot lines. Like, you need the players to care about 10 Towns. That's the only thing. But if you make them from 10 Towns, then they already should care about it, you know? So it's like, where's the balance here? You've run Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I think I'm about to start running a Dragon Heist. But apparently there's like a really nice remix edition that kind of ties it all together a lot better. So I'm keen to see what that version is. Like, it's a DM's Guild version. And they expand all the villains and all that. I've heard that one's got good reviews. Yes. Yes. Potbelly grot. A grot belly. You think you have that? Focuses on other factions, if so use it if you're running autumn or summer. Yeah, see, I heard Dragon Heist has like that modular thing. However, you gotta like... I use it if you're running autumn and summer. Okay. Is that because it's specifically those factions in autumn and summer? Hmm. Oh no. I forgot this grot was the one that's like precariously hitched to his guy. And I have a feeling it could break fight. Like every brushstroke I'm using right now is like, is it gonna break it? Okay. Oh. Quite a bit of paint there. Don't know if I should have. Okay. Alright, so he's looking alright. Beneath there. Getting those knuckles. I missed something. Oh, the other hand. Other hand there. Oh, under this arm a bit. Back here. Always a little bit of cleanup to do. No matter what you're painting. Okay. Those two looking alright. I'll show you. I'll show y'all. Oh, it's really washed out on camera. Oh, it's a bit better. That's nice. Why is that doing that? That's my skin tone. It's too bright. There's me white balance. You be daylight. No, it's alright. That's too. I mean, fuck it. Does that look better? Does that look better? It's a bit too yellow now. That's too yellow. Let's change it back. Actually, cloudy doesn't look too bad. Keep it on cloudy. Why not? See how that goes. Love having a camera on a bloody arm, by the way. Makes it so much easier than like a stiff thing. Okay. So the main book says a focus on a gang war between the spring and winter groups. So if you have the autumn drought, feels a tad left field. Oh. Is that Yaxal or Jaxal or whatever his name is? I think this is done. That skin is done. Okay, so let's do these guys next. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce him, but yeah, I know the character. He's got some cool minis, so if I was to run it, I like buying like the collector series minis because they have nice character poses a lot. Like I've got like Mad Maggie and Thavius Krieg and Mahadi from Avernus. Oh, and I've also got freaking Lucille. Like, stay tuned for painting this lady one day. Look at that. To green stuff her legs because there's too much gaps. And I've got Lulu. I did do Lulu. I have a second Lulu, but... Oh, actually, none of them are here. I can do that. And Jess ordered it with me, so... I got the big Lulu as well. As you can also see, some gap filling needed to happen. So I need to... I forgot I had to do that. I need to trim all that green stuff away. Because she had a huge gap. Didn't actually let me glue it properly. Otherwise, but I'll just I don't know, I'll do something about that and bring it backwards. I really need some Vaseline actually to smooth out stuff while the green stuff isn't dry. Got a big Lulu to paint as well at some point. I got so many things I need to paint. Oh, and I got my Kroot. I got my. I'm gonna take a little break here. Take a little break. I got. My new favorite boys. I love them so much. I love my I have so much joy. I don't know why I love this stupid bird faction, bird themed Tau faction. I don't know why. I got the Kroot kill team and I've got all the guys now. And I built them all up like the day I got them. And I just love them so much. Much like Henry Cavill loves talking about Warhammer, I just fucking love Kroot. Like I've got... Like, it's the first kit in 20 years since their release that they've ever had. Oh my gosh. Like, you get guys... He's got a peg leg. He looks rad. Oh, he's so cool. They've all got, like, capes of some description. I really like this guy. He's just chillin'. He doesn't even have, like, a war pose or anything. He's just chillin'. He's waiting for his buds. That's awesome. Oh, I don't know. It just gets me. Where's another really cool one? Oh, there's another one here. He's also just chilling. He's just like hand on gun, other gun just like resting on his shoulder. He's like, meh. And like they've all got came with like really cool heads. There's like a sniper one here. Look at this guy leaning down, taking a shot. It's Kroot. So they're a mercenary faction, but in the game they ally in the Tau forces. So basically the Tau have a permanent, hey, we're gonna hire you on a retainer basis, and yeah. And then you've got like they made like a heavy gunner Kroot, first time ever. Like look at this guy. It's the only auxiliaries, one of the only 2 auxiliary races that the Tau actually have models for. And yet they have like so many fucking allies apparently, but they just don't make models for them. There's like a pistol guy. Little pew pew man. I put goggles on him because I felt like that'd be cool to have like a little gunslinger Kroot. There's like a desperado looking dude. Look at this guy. He's like, rah! And he's just unloading a shotgun. And it's got like a little bullet. I don't know if you can see it on stream. There's a tiny little bullet being ejected out of the cartridge right here. What else we got? One of my favorite ones. He's like a tracker. I put like a gas mask on him because I wanted him to look like almost like a... I wanted him to kind of like resemble Bloodhound from Apex. So he's got like a gas mask and he's a tracker. He's like tracking a footprint in the ground, but he's also got a little bird friend up the top on his gun. And my favorite part about the bird is if you don't want to put the bird up here, you don't want to put the bird up on the top bit up here. The way his feet are positioned don't have like the gun on there at all. It's just like 2 little claw hands that go like this. So you can literally put him on any like small flat surface like that. Literally have I not only shown off 2 of them? Okay. Here's like the most basic guy. This is the only one that was kind of basic. And you still were able to give him like a knife hand holding a gun, looking like he's about to slice someone in half. I love them all so much. And then you have, this is called a kill broker. So like it's the kill team set. So they're like, oh, these aren't allied with the Tau. These guys are kill broker. Fuck off. He's a Kroot Shaper. This is a Kroot Shaper through and through. He's got like the face mask. He's got the unique Tau weapon that he bought from them or got as a reward. I actually noticed recently this skull on his side is actually like a mortar and pestle. Like it's got a bone in there and he's literally mixing ingredients in there. He's got like a nice big machete. And like he's definitely their leader. And then a couple more things that come in the kit are some Kroot hounds. Now, if you know about the Kroot and how they are, these hounds are a little bit fucked up, but in like a funky way. The Kroot basically have the you are what you eat genetics thing, where they call Kroot carnivore squads. And if Kroot eat too much of the same thing, they start turning into that. Like their body will like actively evolve to be like the thing they're ingesting. So they have to basically make their diets very specific. Like they have a habit of like basically like they'll kill a bunch of their enemies and then just start eating them, like in war. Because to stay humanoid shaped, they basically have to consume either other Kroot or they have to consume other humanoid beings to stay bipedal, and they have to plan their meals accordingly. So they're very brutal in their killings because they just literally will just get like this guy. I glued like hands to this guy. Like they will just mung into bits of meat, and most bits of meat. Like on all these models, there's just like meat hooks and like ribs and stuff. But the Kroot hounds are Kroot that definitely started eating too many quadrupeds, which means they started, like, they redesigned them to kind of look more like the Kroot. Like, you can see, like, they've got almost the regular Kroot legs, and then it's like they slowly started bending over, and their hands are still, I think they still have thumbs. Yes, they do. They've still got little thumbs on their hands, because they haven't fully... Like, they have effectively devolved themselves by eating so many canine-type species that they have themselves turned into a canine. And so Kroot hounds exist. There are other kind of Kroot called Krootox, where they're giant, hulking kind of behemoths that other Kroot ride and put guns on top of. Just because, you know, I think some actively choose to do that as well. It's not like an accident. They go like, I will become this for I will become this for the kin band. They call their squads kin bands, or I will become this for the greater Kroot good, you know? I don't know. I lore aside, that's not why I like the Kroot. I just really like the Kroot because of their aesthetic. I think they're just funky. They're also kind of like infiltrator hunter types. And I just think that's rad. Back to Orkies though, the other kind of greenskins. I will probably paint these Kroot on stream at some point. I've promised Leia that I have to start getting through all of my Tau though, so next time that she's on stream and we're on stream together, I'll probably paint those jetpack Tau that I made yonks ago. Like, I made them a while ago. They're in the Discord somewhere. But, I think that may have been last year. I have to paint those next. I have been it's not forced because I just wouldn't do it if I didn't want to, but I have made an agreement that I will paint them. All right. Alrighty. Orky skin. I definitely like painting orc skin the proper way rather than this way. It's not that I don't enjoy this, it's just I for some reason I really like painting skin tones. It just vibes with me. Like any kind of if it's going on skin, like making it look nice and smooth and even. I don't know, something about the process of the skin tone is nice. Like orc skin. I painted like a berserker recently. I was testing out the Duncan Rhodes paints, and I wanted it to be like a darker skin tone, but unfortunately his range doesn't have those yet, which is a bit disappointing, but overall, you know they're coming, so I guess it's fine. I just doesn't help the hobby when the only options are more pasty white people. Like, the insinuation is that the default is white, which is a bit shit. So... Oh, this guy's not sticking on his thing. I don't want to put him on his... Oh, could put him on his car. What the fuck one is this? This one? Wait, do they all... No, it's not that one. I think it's that one. Yeah, that's him. Did I say sitting on his car? I have no idea. Okay, so painting with him on his mount's also going to let me see like where the paint's not going to get seen as much. Don't have to put as much careful effort into. Sometimes you'll get a habit of painting all of him when you might not need to. You might not need to do it because you can't see the whole model at all times. Okay. The song is almost too chill. Okay. Sorry, I just realized I've been painting. Painting way too close for you guys. You all. Right. Hmm. Definitely. And I'm just gonna go off the mount because the blue tack's really messing with me. Okay. My nozzle. Okay, so that's looking all right. I think the grot is the only other green I need to do on this. Up in his back looks fine. I can't use my... There's too many croup where my mouse should be. Get out of here, lads. that grot done. Some of his neck hadn't been done. It's quickly fixed. Definitely very quick to get these guys done up to a not perfect but decent standard. Like, when we put them all together, they're going to look fantastic. Oh, I just realized this little grot's like, his arm is actually like a little hook claw arm. That's so cool. I didn't even notice that till just now. Okay, so the grots have such large hands, like compared to their body, so large. I mean, it's probably kind of the cartoony kind of look they're going for, honestly. Alright, so that looks good. I don't really think I can get the inside of that hand easily. But you also can't really see it, so it doesn't really matter. And then just get his little feetsies. Nice and quick. I wonder if there's like a weird thought, but I wonder if there's like a WikiFeet article for like minis and shit. I don't have a foot fetish thing, but I'm sitting here looking at going like, surely someone's just like looking at like models and mini painted like feet, and they're like, oh yeah, it's a nice foot. like, surely someone's done that. It's like, it hits that, like, weird Rule 34 part of the internet. No water. Alright, I need to finish one model today. So, I know I've done all the belts and straps and things. I've done 2 of these orcs. I have a cat on my lap and she's liking movement on stream. So... if I'm going to finish one today, I think it's this one. Because that's this guy, I think. Yeah, that's this guy. I think that's that one. Oh, he's not sitting on his fucking mount properly. Yeah, there he goes. So that's this one. If I can finish this one, that'd be pretty good. Because I would like to glue this guy onto his... oh, I could probably do that now, actually. I will do that. I'm going to glue this guy on. Oh, no. I've got the saddle. Got to do the saddle first. Okay, I'm gonna paint the saddle. I'm gonna paint the saddle a nice turquoisey color. Croxigor scales. Yeah, the new nice one. Alright, let's get this going. Let's get this one going. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, so Croxigor scales. It's a really nice kind of like blue-green hue. Oh yeah, that's nice. Immediately doing exactly the color that I wanted it. It is like they did go to Warhammer Sigmar and skin a bunch of literally the Croxigor, like the Saurians or whatever they're called. The Seraphon, that's them. Nice bit of contrast to the red as well, like a nice bluish green. Okay, that looks nice. I am just going to go through and do all the saddles that can do this, because I got to wait for that one to dry. Oh, probably just go bloody bigger brush for this. Oh. That's a good coverage. Okay. The last one. Do I want the saddle to be the same on all three? What's their art look like? What are they called? Squig Hog. Squig Hog boys, and their saddles are... Oh, their saddle's black? That's boring. Their saddles are all like a dark blue because you can barely see them. I'm gonna make one of them bright green. No, it's because it's the same skull. It's their skin. It's not gonna go well. Dark purple. Blue? Maybe like a proper blue. Something on the cool tone side would be nice. Like an ultramarine blue. Talisi's too bright. Ultramarine's blue. I'll do ultramarine's blue. Because that'll be a red. It's a red, blue, green. It's trifecta. That go well on there? I don't know. Chat, what do you reckon? I'm struggling. I want it's got to be like similar to these bluish green ones, but I don't want it to just be another blue-green jadey color. And I don't think it should be green because it's the orc skin is green. Oh, Stormfiend could work well. It's like a blue-gray. I'm gonna go Stormfiend. I don't actually think I've used Stormfiend yet. This one is definitely not a paint I've used before because the pigment is taking a long time to mix. Like, it's still sitting on the bottom. Sometimes even you got a vortex mixer, you got to shake that bad boy. Like, yeah, look at that. That has been sitting for a while. Just starting to come out now. All right. Pop it on again. Let's see if upside down is going to do any better. Oh, there, it's all falling in now. Gosh damn. That whole time I've been spent mixing. Like, there's still pigment in the bottom. But I think it'll be good enough that oh, still got this one open. I think it'll be good enough that I can get away with chucking it on there now. But damn. Oh, I must have used this like once before. The cap wasn't sealed. Yeah, there you go. It's like a nice... It's like a blue-gray, but more like with more blue in it. Nice and muted. So I didn't really want a bright blue. And Ultramarines is very similar to this, just more saturated. Okay. It looks nice. Yeah, the muted blue's doing well. it's not competing too hard for attention, which I really like, because the squig skin and the orc skin are what's really important on these models. And like, even though you've got like a nice saturated blue-green here with the Kroxigor, I think it's still it's so covered it's not going to matter as much, but you're still going to see it. I gotta say the Stormfiend actually covers. It might be just because it's wet, but like the Kroxigor is actually doing the job of the shading really nicely on these two. And this one's just got a brown saddle, so on him, but... Is this dry yet? That's not dry yet. Is that dry? That's nearly dry. Good enough. Okay, so... Next up, I think metal on this guy is gonna be next, because he doesn't have a lot of metal. There's actually some areas where I can see I've got a lot of red on stuff. I don't really want to go over again. Oh, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this guy off here. Pull this big guy off. Yep, get off there. And stick this back on. He needs the 2 contact points because he's bloody spiffy and needy. Alright, so back on this. Also painting this earlier without the handle. Really messing with me. Didn't feel good. I'm gonna grab some... Oh. Don't have a palette. This. Tip. Don't have palette. Grab something plastic nearby. So this is the Game Air Vallejo rather than a normal paint, because this goes on nice and smooth and thin. And it's also like pre-thinned. So I'm just not going to thin this at all, and hopefully it'll do what I want. I'm literally just going to like touch up some of these red bits. It will defeat a little bit of the purpose of the coat underneath, but I'd rather have it be white than red, you know? And I'm only going to do it on the areas that are raised, because if I can see them, that's a problem. But if I can't, then it doesn't matter as much. So it's going to do just a thick once over. Wrong brush size. Changing down. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Who knows? I might also only do that for this one model as well, like, you know. The other ones I might be like, nah, bugger it. Yeah, that looks good. So, just wait for that to dry real quick. Someone's pingling me on Facebook. Okay, so while I'm here, tiny bit of grey, white to go on this divot here, this bit here. There. Anything else? There's teeth up here. Re-established. There's toesy down here. A little bit. I can see some metal work here. Use a bit. If it's red tinted, that's fine. I just don't want it to have like a red stain, you know? Okay. Alright, with that, this is good. And my metal colors, because I don't want it just to be metal. I want it to be like a couple different metallic colors, which means that I'll open up my Squig Hog Boys image again. You can see, I can see that some of these colors are, oh, actually they're not all metal. They're like a bone. I just realized a lot of the metal's not actually, so this isn't metal, this isn't metal. They are metal, but they're like bone colored metal. What have I done in this grot? Did that. So it's like a cream color, which leads me into skeleton horde areas. So I might do that. Oh, I gotta mute that Facebook tab. Mute. All right, so I gotta skeleton horde those instead, because that's where the orky iconography goes, and then the teeth of the this guy are like a darker kind of metal color. So what I'm gonna do skeleton horde on those bits. I'll do skeleton horde now, because I can do the teeth, the claws, all of that bonework color. It's like an off-white almost. Actually, I could probably use Mortarian Grime instead. I'll use Mortarian Grime, because it's even lighter than the skeleton horde. Problem with Mortarian is that it's going to really show the slap chop underneath, so I might have to do a couple coats of this. It's going to literally just like on this on. Okay, I may have too hard on that. It's just all pooling at the bottom. Okay, I'll spread it out over here. I'll spread it out over here. Yeah, this isn't doing enough of a job. That's what I get for using a shade paint as a contrast paint, even though the same formulation. Just... I mean, it is the bony off-white color. Nah, it's not doing enough. I'm gonna get rid of this fully. Let's get rid of that. I don't love that. And then we can start again. So, Mortarian Grime, not for slap chop, we've learned. Doesn't particularly work. Skeleton horde will be the key, because same kind of vibe. I needed to stain the armor plating more. See, like this. Like, I needed to do that. I do want it to be brighter than that, though. That's the only thing. Like, this is quite a darker. I might just do it on other panels and leave this one for now. Yeah, that's better. Like, when it's lighter like that, I just like try to wick this off a bit more. Yeah, it's so the fault in slap chop is that if you're not staining it as much by the look of it, some of these paints like Skeleton Horde or the lesser pigmented ones are going to not cover as much as you like, and you're going to see that bottom layer more. Which, you know, it's fine overall. It just means that if you're looking for good coverage, you're going to have to do it a bit with maybe a darker color. Like your color scheme might need to... I'm imitating box art as close as I can. So this right now isn't working to do that light bone color because you just straight up can't do that. Like, it works enough. It's going to look fine at the end of the result. But, like, you know, anything that's on the black area is just going to still look black. I mean, I can tint it to be, like, very dark brown, I guess. I'm going to save those teeth to be a fake metal looking color. I'm not actually going to put any metallics on this. I've got a color that'll make something look bronze or gold for each one. It'll give the illusion of it. Okay. That's that foot there. Okay. Oh. One more area of this skeleton horde to go on. And we're going to leave that skull so we can paint it a different color. Or that iconography, I should say. So it's an orc skull, I guess. Okay. That's pretty good. It's, you know, it's light brownish. Light brown-ish. Good enough. Don't particularly love this. It did like a little coffee stain thing I'm not a fan of. I don't think I'm going to fix that easily, but that's fine. I could go over that with a dry brush later. Okay, so that's done on that guy. Okay, bone kind of colors on this one. I suppose I can't really do that. I have to. I'm going to move on to the metals on this guy, because if I start batch painting, I can't attach the stuff to that orc very easily. So I'm just going to try and get... I'm going to get his like mounting pegs done and all those in the grey, and the grey will, you know, look silver. Because that's the best you're going to get with a non-metallic color to be silver. So any little rivets, any of these like pegs. Looking good. Oh, all the hot matte action. Hey, Velcor. We're doing some more slap chop. I'm just doing some metal details on this squiggy boy. So I'm pretty much just gonna go across this massive leg right now. How you doing, bud? Hey, I haven't. I feel like I haven't streamed in a while, but I literally streamed last week. You know. I think it's just been like I did all my taxes and it cost a lot of money, so I've been like hyper focusing on this week and just having a time in my brain. Busy with work and home stuff, popping as much. Maybe that's it. It feels like it's been a while, but this month has also been really long. Generally. Oh, sorry, last month, I should say. October was very long. It is literally the 3rd of November. And it is my birthday on next week. My turning 30. Been busy. Yeah, I know, right? You're no longer allowed to call yourself young. Oh. Congratulations. Yeah, see, that's even scarier. Not gonna lie, my dad was very depressed when he turned 50. Like, I was like, happy birthday, Dad. And Mum's like, oh, he's not happy about this. I'm like, yeah, that's fair enough. I also don't want to be old. You're 2 years from it? I would not have picked that. Oh, I didn't do the skeleton horde. Wait, 2 years from... Wait, 2 years from 50 or 30? What are you 2 years from? Yeah, that's... I would not have picked that. Yeah. Mind you, at the same time, like, I can't gauge age well at all. Like, I'll be talking to someone, I'm like, you're pretty chill, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm like 25. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, it's not a huge age gap. And then someone will be like, yeah, I'm 48. I'm like, oh. I think it's just because the interests that we have are not like painting and nerdy stuff. None of that really has. Yeah, fair. None of that really has like a hard limit of what the age group is. It's all nerd shit is the same kind of homogenous age realm, you know? Like, I used to be into Warhammer when I was a teenager. I am back into Warhammer when I'm double the age of a teenager, you know? And like, you can just still talk to anyone about it because it's all... You know, unless you're like, the minis were better. You're like, well, then you know, separate conversation to have about being a gatekeeper, I guess. And they'll be like, what? That's fair. I would have also been like, wait, what? For half a second, and then you explain it, going, oh, fair enough. I saw a tweet a few years ago. Nativity scenes are Warhammer for grandmas. Ah, shit, you're right. Oh my god. Imagine a Warhammer nativity scene. Alright, witness the glory that is supposed to be a fur color, but how good it looks on metal panels as a bronze. This is Gorgunter fur, it's called. On the back leg panel. creative use of colors. Now it looks like a bronze plate. Yeah, nice. Melicor rolls a 6, gains initiative, advances into melee range with baby Jesus. Roll on the grapple table. That's very funny. I was there the day that Judas betrayed the Last Supper. I don't know enough about any of it to accurately make a good joke about it, but Judas bad guy. Yeah, there you go. Oh, what? I didn't paint half of the foot under there? Oh, that foot? Oh, what the fuck am I doing? That was last week's stream. Gosh darn it. Okay. All right. He's looking pretty good. I think the squig's done, actually. Other than, like, random little biddies you'd do to, like, accent it. Like, and just separating out some of these metals. Like, you know, you do that, you do that, one of them. Because why not? But he's looking pretty good. What do we got here? So we got this. He's looking great. He's almost a done squiggy boy. I mean, he doesn't need to be any more done than this, you know? Oh, hey, Loot Precorn? I love that name. I painted my Sylvaneth Dryas last week. First time painting minis, and I think I did all right. Oh, dude. Yeah, but like, you did it. You got into it, and you did it. And that's the good stuff. Hey, welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm painting, I'm actually doing slap chop with contrast paints. So if you think I did any level of effort on the highlights and shadows there, it's all a clever trick. Because all my models started out looking like this. I did the old... Oh, come on, bloody focus. I did the old dry brush white and grey over a black undercoat, and it gave me where all my values sit. So I just put contrast paint over the top, and now it looks like this. I should really compare with an orc to see how the progress is going. Slap chop. Okay, so it's the real painting term is called what's it called? Underpainting, where you set up your highlights and your shadows using monochromatic colors such as white and black. So, you know, a model would normally be where's a black undercoat? White one will work. Normally with a painting job, you'd spray it fully one color like this. Like this is a off-white bone color. But what the slap chop thing is you still use contrast paints, which will get you like a nice looking mini. Like there's a knoll over here I did. So this is just like with a flat undercoat. You'll have like, it's pretty vibrant. Contrast paint still doing the job of like highlighting and shadow for you. But this version is that you spray it black or have a black undercoat primed. And then you take your lighter color and then just dry brush it aggressively over the top. And you can see that's added definition like that. And then after that, you start getting into the painting side. So here is what a model like kind of half done is. I'm literally using the contrast paints line. So it's like one coat of that red is nice and transparent. So it establishes, it just kind of sits over the top of the white and the black. And then you've got like a nice set of highlights and midtones and stuff. So like this, this big guy's pretty good for it. So this used to be all white and black, you can see. And then I just put transparent red paint over the top. I think this one specifically was Blood Angels red. And this paint line specifically is designed to go into recesses and shadows and do most of the work for you. I do paint the other way, like the traditional way you should, they say. But I'm trying out this technique, and this is the first squad of guys that I've ever done it with. Here is a completed grot from... I was just doing some tests. It does. The only thing I would caution is on camera. So literally, like, every coat of paint you see on here is just one coat. I haven't gone back and dry brushed or highlighted or anything. The beauty about it is it's very new painter friendly. Like, I would say this whole paint line of contrast paints is very friendly for new painters. And so this grot here, every color I put on him, as long as you've got good brush control, like, it's a very good exercise in that, because if you miss an area and touch something you're not supposed to, you'll have it's a staining paint, so you'll see it when you put the next layer over. But yeah, every layer I put on this guy is doing the same method, and this guy looks great afterwards. The only thing I would say is, with your eyes, you can see more detail. So, for example, on this guy, you can kind of see this texture, because that's what dry brushing will get you. Like, the dry brushing has a little bit of a texture. Just the benefit of using these kind of contrast paints is it covers it up nicely. So if you don't mind the texture look, it's honestly fine. Like, Leia, my co-host, who's usually here, she unfortunately couldn't be here today, is like, she's like numero uno for dry brushing. She loves it. Because she, much like most of us, hates spending way too much time on minis. Whereas I've gotten, like, most of these minis into a good state, and I've only been streaming for what, like 2 and a bit hours, and I've gotten like this much done. I used other various looks. Yeah. Contrast is by far, like, every D&D mini that I create and paint, like, this is contrast. This guy is using contrast. He's got a specific undercoat, like, called Zenithal, where I sprayed him black, and then I sprayed white over the top to kind of get a natural shadows look as well. This is contrast paints. This looks really good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. And this is doing a very similar method to the underbrushing, but rather than a dry brush, I just spray it twice, very lightly, with 2 colors. And, like, look, he's got, like, a really dark shadow underneath, but on top, he's very bright and vibrant. Same kind of paint. Thank you for the follow.
Oh my goodness, a follower.
I don't actually think I've got any finished minis down here. Up here. I would show you a traditionally painted mini, but I think I've all put them in my little cabinet thing downstairs because they're all done and nice looking. But I'm glad you could join. I hope you stick around, man. Or person. I don't want to assume your gender. What was I doing? I was painting this guy. Well, I'm kind of done with this guy actually now. Nope. It's got a little bit of ever so slightly. Gotta just touch that up there. You don't have to do any of these touch-ups. It's just me doing it. Because I'm picky. Camera can go up. Alright, so I'm going to do a nice, very bright yellow. Oh, yeah, let's use Imperial Fist. You can use a full pigment yellow just on the, on this little orky thing here, because I really like how bright this yellow is. This one's not as much a contrast paint, it's just a very, very high pigment staining paint. I mean, it's still in the line, but it's very, very vivid. As you can see on camera, it's coming out to play. And I'll get that eye back. I want that to be nice and dark. Okay, so yeah, already doing it. So it's staining. It's got the nice, like, you know, it's got another thing that's nice about the slap chop is that when you've got like scratchy metal plates like this, it adds the scratchy metal texture to it and it looks great. And if you like, the other thing is that you could do is you could go back and detail any of this. You can like add your own highlights and stuff. Going back to the detail you have with the slap chop, I do like that. Yeah. Head into the Discord. I'll chuck a link to the video that I literally discovered it on, if you're keen on joining the community. I don't know where the video is out here. I'll take photos of all the stuff I've done later, and then I'll pop it into the chat. Also, we've also got an open Discord, open voice policy for this stream today. So I'm literally happy to chat live on stream with you about this stuff for the next 45 minutes. That is totally fine. But this is the test run, so if anyone mucks it up, we know what's going to happen. All right. So, what do we got here? So I've done that, I've done that. It looks really good. I just noticed there's a tiny bit of skeleton horde I need to touch up. Right there. Okay. Oh, fuck. Alright, so what do we got here? What do we got here? So, this is nice. I like that. I need to put the guy back on now. I was going to glue it down too. So, this guy... No, it was the guy with the swinging axe. Alright, you can now permanent... gotta actually get you some glue on... Oh, I may have fucked that up. Okay, so... If we've made any mistakes, we can't turn back now. There we go. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Okay. So, what do we got here? So we pretty much just got orky stuff to do at this point. This guy had a very similar... It was a nice maroon color I could put on him. What's that? What is that? It's like a dark maroon. Flesh tearers? Yeah, go flesh tearers for that. Very nice dark maroon color. Oh fuck, my hands are flinging stuff everywhere. Very nice dark maroon color on that, but I will go back to the leathers right now because I'm just gonna get this brown. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna use a different brown because otherwise it'll just blend in with itself. And then I'm gonna give him some black booties, I think. So where's me skeleton horde? No, snake bite leather. Let's go with that. And then for the black boots, yeah, the black boots are fine. And he's got little steel caps. So let's do the brown leather. I'm gonna try and get this orc done in the next 45 minutes. I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can. These paints, like, look, these paints are not. Should I do the black first or the brown? I don't know. Who cares? Watch me regret everything. This is snakebite leather. So this is a nice kind of slightly lighter brown tone instead of the other one I was using, just to separate the two browns, because otherwise it's going to look the same. As much as I love the Garagax sewer color, like I really, really enjoy using it, it's just that I should have painted the belt buckles on the squigs black rather than brown, and that way I could have used it on the orc pants. But I do want to separate them at least a little bit. The other thing I could do is just other thing that I could do is just do a second coat of this snakebite onto the orc pants, if I really wanted to be particular about it. But, you know, I don't really feel like it right now. If future Matt wants to, future Matt will do it. Let's put it that way. If he can be bothered. I mean, see, that looks good. That looks great. I'm really enjoying that I did like a nice bright color for the saddle, because it's just got, it's just popping a little bit nicer. Like you've got the, oh, come on. It's got like that nice little down here, the blue in the middle there. I think I really like that. The Grot's pants, they're the same color. Let's go with that. He doesn't get no special extra colors. The other one, what color did I do his? I think I did his in Garagax. All right, this is going all right. What are you gonna paint next, Loot? What do you think you're gonna tackle? Oh, if you're painting Sylvaneth, actually the this color here, this is Wildwood. This is fantastic. This is like the best wood color I have found for this kind of paint range. Where have I got it? This I cannot state how much I like this if you like a really good, like, natural, dried out wood color. Oh, jeez, where did I put it? I think this is it. I think this is it. I mean, this... There you go. There it is. So kind of like this... I left the paint sitting on this one too long, so cautionary tale of, like, if you let it pool in an area, you will get this kind of thing going on. You can see that I had the blue tack there, and it sat like this. So it looks great for a gradient if you have it on the right orientation. But this is the main area I would say is working well. Like a nice wooden kind of... That's the other thing, contrast paints do leave a bit of a sheen. So just spray them with like your matte lacquer spray and it'll bring it down. This one's called... What's it called? The one I like is called Wildwood. If you haven't used contrast paints as well, I'd recommend looking... Actually, you're in the Discord now. I'll link a couple videos in the artsy stuff channel, but there's a specific way to use contrast paints, and there's a specific way to use the slap chop. So, oh sweet, Wildwood is really good. Another really nice brown wood color is Cygor Brown. I actually do a lot of my furniture in Cygor. So this is one coat. Oh, this is 2 shelves. This is one coat of Cygor Brown. So I think I've got like a slight dry brush on top of it, but that's overall the color. It's like a mahogany kind of rich furniture wood kind of color. They're really nice. Oh, geez, where's that one going? I'll try to find the pot so you can spell it. I literally have all of them, so it's hard to find them sometimes. Cygor, Cygor Brown. If I don't find it. Oh, I didn't. Oh, here it is. Cygor Brown. As I also know that my pronunciation is Australian. And it might not be what everyone else, the way everyone else says it. I frequently get that in my D&D games, actually. They're like, wait, what did you say? And I go this, and they go, oh, spell it like this. And I go, actually, even other Australians, because we have slight accent differences between states. And I have a definitely a much more lax accent. Because I'm from the far north. Oh, no. What did I miss? Did you... Cygor Brown? It's this one. It's Cygor Brown. That's the nice... Did you see the wood color, or did it cut you off? Okay, so if you saw it, it's this one, yeah. Yeah, Cygor Brown. Cygor. Cool. Yeah, nice colors. And then if you get that and you dry brush like a nice if you want it to look like a nice, I don't know, it's like a light brown, but it's not like a rich brown, like a more of a desaturated light brown. You do Wildwood and then you dry brush if you want it to like pop a bit more. You dry brush, it's called Gawthor Brown. I think it's actually over here. Yeah, this one. So this is a regular paint, like out of the ones you may have already used. Gawthor Brown, it's just a layer paint, and you just like dry, like, you do the dry brush technique, and you do that over the top of Wildwood, and then you get some really nice like highlights. You can do it really subtly. Potato cake is a good example of regionality too. Yeah, it is called a potato scallop, and you're wrong about the word potato cake because it's not a cake. A potato cake becomes something completely different. I'll just let that one fester, because Victoria has that one wrong. Yeah, I'm living in Melbourne, but it doesn't mean you're right. Goddamn banana picker. You know what? At least I've got potassium. At least I am loaded with potassium and energy. And I know how to pronounce the word correctly. Goddamn banana picker. That's funny. I could do a pretty heavy shots fired, but it's probably not fine right now to make the joke. Just because that one affects people more than just calling me a banana picker. Okay. I think we can all agree that Adelaide has the most incorrect pronunciation. They call them potato fritters. Which, that is completely wrong. More dryads and building... Oh, cool. I really like the dryad models. I think their whole aesthetic is really cool, and I may end up with some one day for, like, D&D purposes. Problem is, I think I don't want, like... I don't want 16 dryads, I think. Like, that's the reason why I don't buy them. You take fritter over scallop? No. The action... So the reason they are potato scallops is because the action of scalloping a potato is what you end up with. You end up with a little disc of potato. And scalloped potatoes... Okay, I'm looking this up. Okay, if you look for scalloped potato recipe, the small disc that a scalloped potato is exactly what you would then crumb to then fry to make a potato scallop. I don't know what to tell you. You've literally just made my argument more sound. Like, if you scallop a potato... and then fry it, you have a potato scallop. You don't have a potato cake because it's not a cake. You don't batter and bake a potato to make a potato cake. You fry it. If someone was to, like, do a potato in the oven, you could technically call a baked potato a potato cake because that is more on logic than a potato cake when it's really a potato scallop. Getting spicy out here. Okay, I think I need to go back to the snakebite leather for a sec. I'm waiting for the long reply telling me I'm wrong, because I know I just said something stupid in there. But I'll do it for the purpose of the bit. Jess, don't... In any case, just know that Jess also heavily disagrees with me on that one. I think most people in Melbourne would. Yeah, if I go to a fish and chip shop, I will ask for potato scallop. And they still give me what I want. I don't know if I get looks because I don't care. Like, I don't think I've ever looked at them and gone, give me a potato scallop. And then I, like, immediately look at them to see their reaction. Like, it doesn't cross my mind to check if they're mad at me. But I did get some scallops the other day from a servo, and they immediately knew what I wanted, so... I don't know. I've never really checked to get looks from them. No one in my recent memory has either also been like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, they didn't make me repeat myself and say potato cake. Alright, I'm gonna go back to... So, I'm getting, like, a little frazzled with the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. But what my brain is yelling at me to do is all of these extra little metal bits with the grey. Yeah, no one really looks at you and goes, "A what?" when you ask for it. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know they're in for an argument if they have to. That's fair. A 5-minute discussion on the distance difference. You're right, though. If I hold on, I gotta catch up. Okay, so. Oh, you okay? We have a different name for that Velcor, and you're not gonna like it. I haven't said to say. I'd like to. If I asked for potato cake in Sydney, I'd probably get stabbed or thong. Yeah, because yes. In the US, potato cakes are typically mashed potatoes that are pressed into a patty, rolled in flour, and fried like a hash brown patty. So, what that is effectively, you've got is a croquette, but we call that here. I mean, you'd have to also put some peas in it. We have a name of that called bubble and that's a bubble and squeak for us, and I don't know why it's called that. But if you were to ask for what you have asked, it's either I would call that a croquette. I mean, is it got like is it like a croquette in the sense it's got like panko on the outside, or is it just rolled in flour, or is it battered as well? Because if it's got like panko on the top of it, that's 100% a croquette to me. But Australia would call it a bubble and squeak if you weren't getting like the Japanese restaurant version. Nearly dropped that whole model. Kind of, yes, but like it would be the closest comparison that we have, because we don't really get the potato cake that he's describing. Like, we just don't have that. Egg and flour. Arby's has them. Yeah. Well, you guys do hash browns weird as well. Like, you cut up potatoes. We, like... Our hash browns are like big tater tots. Like, really large, flat tater tot consistency. Okay. So... Spear's looking good. buckles. All these buckles. Okay, so we have various kinds. Southern style are usually small cube potatoes. We have shredded hash browns. Then you have cake style ones, like I mentioned. Yeah, McDonald's hash browns are like... I would say a McDonald's hash brown is the universal Australian hash brown. Yeah, and then scalloped sliced potatoes that are fried are called home fries. Interesting. Look, if I was to go with like some of my favorite types of fries or chips, I would actually go for like an English hand cut chip. Like basically just hand cut fries. Arby's potato cakes are like hash browns, only twice as thick in triangles instead of ovals. Yeah, fair enough. I love the English style fish and chips kind of chips. And then you put like salt and vinegar on them. Oh, they're delicious. Potato gems, yeah. To me, that is a better name than tater tots. It makes them sound less, it takes them, to me, it takes them a bit more out of the realm of like being perceived as a kid's food. Because I know that people are like, why would you eat tater tots? And I'm like, because they're delicious. I've never had an Arby's feed, so the triangles sound really cool. I do like that. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, I just realized. Should have done those, the boots while I had a sec. It's alright, I'm gonna do this whole panel here in black. Oh man, I gotta get the motor on if I want to finish this model. They go great with chicken nuggies? Yeah, hell yeah! Chicken nuggies, though. Alright, so I need a good fur color for this guy. What color is his fur on the back there? That's a nice kind of brown fur. He's already got so much brown on him, though. You know what? I'm going to go Griff Charger fur. That blue-gray. Oh. Look, this is why I take so long to paint, because I keep changing my mind on what I want to specifically paint. You know, love that focus switching, but here we go. I'm just going to quickly do this, because I know that the fur can look good even if you put a lot on. It's going to look good either way. This could actually probably warrant a second coat. Stormfiend may have actually... Oh, no, Stormfiend's a bit too dark for it. Let's do another coat. Maybe Space Wolves Grey was the way to go. Oh, well. Okay, so this armor panel up here needs to be Snakebite again. No, Skeleton again. So we'll do a quick coat of that. Oh, I also have something to announce that next week on my birthday, Jess is actually working from home. So what I'm going to do until she's finished work that day is I'm going to get up around 9 a.m. and I'm going to do a subathon stream. A little birthday subathon, because we'd pretty much do it on my birthday stuff over the weekend instead. But what that means is there's a certain cursed Lego that I need to finish. And I am going to do my best to try and get it finished. And I think it's like every 10 subs, like the stream will go for 2 hours if I don't get to the first one. So it'll be at least a 2-hour stream. But every 10 subs, I'm going to add another panel to try and finish. And the goal is to do as many as I can and stream for as long as I can. At least, you know, I think it'll be able to be maximum 8 or 9 hours. And then I'm going to try and get as many of those panels done in that time, depending on the subs that flow in. And then there'll be other things where I have to, like, stop and take a painting break. Stop and do... I'm going to let my lizard just roam around the table if I have to. And that's going to be a nightmare for me, because that little fucker is going to ruin everything on my desk. And hopefully, I don't want him to eat something by accident. So we're going to probably have to clean up my desk before I do that. And guaranteed, he's going to get stuck behind the wall back there at some point. And you're going to hear me being like, what the fuck are you doing? And then, like, get up, move over there, and then dislodge my blue tongue lizard from the back of my desk. Because he's done it before. He sits back there, he tries to find a way out, and then he just sits there like, me. And he doesn't make noise, he just kind of just sits there scratching the back wall. And that's his method of being like, Dad, I'm stuck. Anyway, it should be really fun. Subathon this coming Monday. Sunday night if you're in America. And that's where it'll start. And I'm just going to keep going. Where are these brushes that I had out? Oh, there. That'll be really fun. I'm going to put it on socials probably like tomorrow maybe. I don't know. I'm going to announce it. I need to do some like widget stuff so I can keep track of the things on screen. And it'll probably be in like a format like this. I'll have the Lego here. I'll have Aiko fucking walking around and doing stuff. You know, it'll be like out here. So he'll be like doing annoying things. And then that'll be it. That'll be fun times. Alright, I can do some more skeleton horde on these bandagey looking bits. Here we go. This is the speed painting portion to try and get the model done. So I think the speed painting one on the Monday stream is going to be I have to paint as much as I can in 10 minutes. So I need to try and finish a model in 10 minutes. That's my goal to myself, and I'll have a bunch of like pre-prepared minis to try and do. And I'm going to contrast paint all of them because as long as they're contrast painted, they will get finished. Or they might not. Depends how complex the mini is, honestly. But I'll probably like start off with easier ones, and as the stream goes on, I'll run out of easy ones and have to do harder ones. Toesies can get some skeleton horde. Just realized he didn't glue down properly at all. Oh, no, I will glue him down after the painting's done. Okay, so what else have we got? So I've got brown leather to do. I've got some metal work to do. I'll do the brown leather now, because that's the bit that's going to be the most the most time consuming, I'd say. Alright, got a bit there, got a bit over there, got a bit there. Get in there. So that is like a cable or something. I'll do that very lightly and carefully. Ooh. Get up in there. Oh, my hands are shaky this morning. That's the other thing. Hands not always on your side. I normally have quite steady hands. Today, not the case. Oh, look at that shake. Why am I shaking so bad? Maybe I need some food. Could also just be the painting at the specific angles is getting to me. Okay, so belt's done on him. The grot needs his little armbands doing. I reckon we'll finish this. Okay, so he's got some more fur on him, so I'll just circle back to the Griff Charger. That go. Yeah, that's got a bit more. I just wanted it to look a bit more grey-blue. But not as blue as Stormfiend, you know? More of on the desaturated again tone. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Nice. Garagax. Right here. Buckles. Basilicanum, I saw a couple spots needed. There. Some shadows. Okay. Bracelet could probably use it. A little metal bangle. This guy's looking almost finished. So now I'm just going to do, like, it's just touch-up stuff. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I wanted to do, like, these deep reds. So I'm going to get some flesh terrors going in a sec. Ooh, Sigvald Burgundy could be nice. Oh, that's the wine color. Wine work? No, I want the really deep red. Oh, it's literally right here. So really nice deep reds going on these toothy bits. Careful, because this is such a vibrant color. This one will just stain everything else. It's very much like the crimson blood color. The top tooth can be the same. Okay. What's in store for the rest of the week, chat? Just while I'm finishing this lad off. Because I know I'm concentrating a lot, so I'm not able to talk as much. Yeah, that red looks really nice on that shoulder pad. Oh, it's the same kind of fur tan color. Let's make one panel here. It's a red color. Buying new pants for work? New job or same job? Old pants have split. Yeah, I did the same thing at PAX. I was walking around in some jeans. Then the next day I realized I had split them right down the crotch point. I think this whole bit can be... Whole bit can be this bronze color. Of course I start like getting particular and I run out of time. Alright, looks good. Bronze. Run this piping. Like this bit can be bronze. That looks nice. Nice. Might make this like head fin bronzish as well. I'm liking that. I'm gonna go. These rocket shells. Brass. So sprocket, spring. Get some gray on there. There. Look, I've done pretty well for a 1 p.m. finish. Like, I'm literally just gonna touch up this stuff, like, right now, because, like, it's just me that's doing the end time. But, yeah, look at this. It looks great. Some skelly horde on these bits here. It's so nice and quick, this paint. And like, you know, as always I've said, it's not the best be all end all, but like for what I want it to do, like I painted a big model in like painted multiple parts of multiple big models in 3 hours. So Gorgon, so I got a couple more panels to okay. Okay, so I just realized the grey on the chain is still not done. Massive piece right here. It looks already finished by way of it the way it kind of already naturally sits. It's that it's not a it's already kind of monochrome. I'm trying. What I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's already kind of monochrome. Definitely need to eat some food soon. Starting to lose my focus. Oh god, that grot is gonna break. Okay, chain looks good now. I want to make these rocket pieces. Down here, they're black. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one of these here. Do that real quick. That looks nice. Nice little color separation there. Under there. Good enough for now. I'll check it off stream, but that there. I'll also do it there. I just really like the brassy metal color look to stuff. All right. That looks good. And then the last bit, I'm just going to paint these rocket heads black. Doesn't exactly need to be a fancy color if they're going to explode on people, huh? Yeah, 105. Oh, shit. 105. Just gonna paint both of these ones just black, straight black. Okay. He's looking great. They're looking great. There's two of them. I think there was one area I missed. I wanted to put the tiniest bit of red on that knee joint there. And then I think we're done. I've realized we're not done. I haven't done his earrings. I promise. I promise we'll be done soon. I promise. I keep spotting like small things I haven't done. Okay. Tiny coat of Gryph-Charger over. I thought this applied better, but it didn't. So here's a second coat. Is that done? And then his teeth just need just a little bit of skeleton ord. Just a little bit. And then that's done. I hope. Hey, look, it's done until I spot something else off camera. I think that looks great. I'm going to call that done. I think this looks fantastic. That's 2 hours of like... And there's a lot of detail on there. Like, we did all of it. Can't really see anything else that needs to be done. Yeah, let's call that done. I'm really happy with that. And that's a slap chop. That's a full slap chop. So, thank you so much for tuning in with the stream, by the way. If you aren't already following us, I'd love to see you on our feeds. We're putting out all the other stuff. You know, we got videos coming out every week now. In fact, I have to go have lunch, and then go video edit our PAX panel. Our Spicy Mass Effect panel should be out from PAX either tomorrow or Saturday, depending on if I can finish it today. And then, God, what else is there? We've been releasing like Project Winter videos at the moment. That's been really fun. We just put out our second one. If you're on our Patreon, we've actually been releasing episodes of videos a week early now because we have a nice little content bank. So if you're on the Patreon, if you're at the, I think it's the $10 tier and above, you can get early access to all of the Project Winter stuff. Like episode 2 came out yesterday. Episode 3 has an actually episode 3 of Project Winter has an extended version on Patreon, and then we're releasing the normal one next week. So if you're our Patreon person, you can go and do it whenever. I think there's a link to it in our about section because it's not in that little thing there. But if you want my stuff, buddy, give me a little follow on my areas, in little Twitch, Instagram. I post all this kind of stuff on there. Thank you so much, anyone who was tuning in for the first time as well. Love to see you. I'd love to see you again as well. Good chats. We didn't have anyone pop into the public thing today, the public access voice channel. Next time we do it, you're more than welcome to come in and have a little talk. Whether it's on camera or off camera, your choice. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to look pretty. You don't have to. I mean, you could come on camera and just feel comfortable in the skin you're in. So next time, hopefully Leia's here as well. We'll play it by ear if we want to do the public access thing. But yeah, I'll keep in touch for the Monday stream. I really want to see people coming in and give me a little happy birthday wish and do some subathon stuff. Feel free to jump in. I'll probably do the public access channel on that one as well, because me streaming for 8 hours by myself is going to drain my brain of attention. So anyone popping in for a couple minutes at a time is going to get me pumped to keep going, let's say. I'll probably take a couple like food breaks or like something, you know, I'll do like a live 15 to 20 minute break on there. I'll just switch it to the BRB screen or something during it, because I've got to probably have a meeting at some point for Splits Party in there. Anyway, who else is on here? Let's go give Punkle Nix a raid. They're probably doing, I think they're doing Junk Punk as they do on today usually. And let's start that up. Give him one of those. Hey, go give him some love. They're a great channel. Great dude. And he cannot raid to itself. Oh, I did in fact not copy the right text. There we go. Alright. I'll see you on Monday. If you don't see me on those PAX panel videos that are going up, I'll be live on Monday. I'm going to get on at like 9 a.m., so an hour earlier than this stream would normally start. So I'll see you then. I know that the Australians won't all be up at 9 a.m. or they'll just be starting to work. You know, come in whenever. I'm going to literally be going all day. So see you then. And that's it.